Hey guys, it's Nate, and I'm going to be doing some voice impressions for the video game franchise Amnesia, and all of this is originally going to be my own voice. It's no effects added except for some reverb for certain voices, which is used for certain voices in the game, so that's what it applies. Another thing is, not all of these voices are going to be spot on, but it's as close as I can get, and I tried to cover as many voices as possible. So, anyway, let's get started. 19th of August, 1839.
It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you've done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer, a monster.
And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I cannot stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I'm as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wash my fear away, as we did with them.
You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company, but I think there are more important things for you to be doing.
I was wondering if you're going to show up. I see Agrippa has convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Do you see no good in me, or evil in Agrippa? Can you see it, Daniel? A whole other world. I can finally return home. But you, Daniel, I'm sorry. You must stay. Thank you, friend. You will be celebrated forever.
Bonjour, I see you. Come here. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Justine, I want to taste you.
My dear Mr. Madness, I admire your vision. I truly do. But surely there are not enough pigs in the whole of London to feed the appetite of such a machine. I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Madness, my excitement is almost unseemly.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again? This is your doing, Mandus. This is what you dreamt into being. I have stood knee-deep in mud and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never falls and starved the masses into faith. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent, Mandus, trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat them, Mandus. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts. This dawning epoch, this age of reason, an empire grown fat, ripe for the bleeding.
That all rather depends, Professor, upon what one considers to be a pig. Only to save you, only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare you this world, and as lo, I lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were all as cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, when nearly all the lights were extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, when all the lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eyes, and we lay together, embraced forever, miles above us, the sounds of the city, turning over in its sleep, the church bell ringing out, and in that moment, a new century was born.